Okay, so story of this engine. So originally I got this engine because of the gearbox that was hanging off the back, which was not this gearbox. I thought I had a Clark heavy duty 5-speed overdrive, which it wasn't. It's just a 1-to-1. But this engine was attached to it, which is I believe it's a 351, but I'm about to crack it open because I want to know what I've got. I'm going to fit this turbocharger kit down here on the floor, which I'll talk a bit more about in a minute. So I gave it a run, I gave it a compression test, lowest 105, highest was 125, so no noises, it runs nice and quiet, so it seems like a good engine. I'm pretty sure it's a 351, but I want to put this turbo kit on it, so even though it's probably good enough for that, I want to make sure that it's not a 351 with 302 closed chamber heads. So I'm going to have to crack it open and see what I've got while I've got it open. I suppose, yeah, change gaskets, well, might as well give it a hone and a set of rings, having a turbo, probably gap the top ring larger so we don't risk the top ring butting out and pulling the top off the pistons. Yeah, nice go to paint, nice rocker covers, sexy it up a bit. Got to obviously redo the exhausts to come up to the turbo. One side I'll use this normal Cleveland exhaust, the other side's a 400M Cleveland exhaust, which will point forward and come back up around the sump. The oil filter date is, I think, either 5th of the 6th, 81 or 89, but it's been together for a long time. It looks like the heads are being changed later on. It looks like they've just slapped on a pair of heads and haven't painted them. They've gone rusty. They're whistle clean under the rocker cover. I don't know what oversized pistons are in it or if it's standard, so I need to crack that open and find that out. Okay, yeah, so that's about it. So the turbo kit, which I want to put on it, because I got it cheap, of course. That's early setup, draw through setup for a Holly. So Holly goes onto here, sucks it through here, through this manifold, into the turbo, and then it blows it back under, blows it out this inlet here. So it's a TO4 turbo, and we've got these two valves here, which look like these washers, these which are aluminium. They drop down if there's vacuum, I guess a turbo lag situation. And then when the boost starts to build pressure in the manifold, that blows them back up and they close. Now, they were just shut off with some extra washers under the Unbraco cap screws there. They were held shut. Whether that's a sign that they were giving a bit of trouble or not, I don't know. So I still have two minds whether just to put some washers under those and block those off or have them working. So I have to set up a turbo line. I have rebuilt the turbo. Yeah, so that's all spinning nice and free now. There we go. But that was in good condition anyway. That just would have run as it was. But yeah, as I said, I don't want to put it on this engine, even though it seems to be a good runner. No rattles, no smoke, no noises, reasonable compressions. And then find it's got 302 closed chamber heads and it just detonates to death. If I crack it open, I'm hoping to find open chamber heads, hopefully a dish top piston, and hopefully it's not worn and flogged out, which it doesn't seem to be. It's got good oil pressure and it runs very nicely. So yeah, okay, so well, let's get into it. Let's rip it apart and see what we got. Okay, carby off, manifold bolts out. I'm ready to crack the intake off and see what lurks beneath. Now, can I do this one-handed while holding camera? Oh gosh, look at that. It's come off easy. Okay, now I think there's a tin plate underneath it. Gee, that's it. I'll just get my hand on it here and lift it off. And we can reveal. Hasn't been apart since at least, I don't know when. Who knows when. Oh, I'll get my fingers in there somehow. There we go. Oh, that's scary easy. Hang on, I think I'll need to take this off first. And get this oil sender out of the way. Alright, here we go. Oh gosh, where are we? Here we go. Alright, there we go. Oh, a bit of fuel. Gee, it looks pretty clean in there. Oh, I think I'll be using that tin plate again. Okay. So that's the 2V square bore. Okay. Let's keep digging. Rocker covers off next, and then the heads. Alright, just about to do the big reveal. Got all the head studs out, cracked the heads off, but I've just been having a bit of a look at the lifters. Where's my rag? Now this engine came out of a 1966, I think it was, F800 Ford Prime Mover, which is the holy grail of the F-Series. Just have a look, Google that and have a look online. They're an awesome truck, but we have got here, I don't know if you can see that, good amount of lifter wear. So it was in a big Prime Mover. I think it used to haul containers around Perth. It probably worked its guts out. So the heads may have gone a bit wheezy, a bit worn. You may have changed the heads. It looks like the heads have been changed. The rest of the engine may have a fair bit of wear on it. The cam's got a fair bit of wear on it. I haven't checked all the lifters yet, so I don't know. It's not chewed out, but they're just worn. It's got some miles on it. So I'm about to lift the heads off. I don't know what oversize it is. I don't know how worn the bores are. I'm hoping they're not too worn. The compressions were good. I'm just hoping for rings and a hone, just to freshen up, probably with these lifters. Yeah, look, it's running fine. I'll check them all, no loads are chewed off the cam. They would run again, leave them all in order. They are a fair bit dished though. Yeah, okay, see what happens there. I may change the cam and lifters. I do have another chain. I am going to put a high volume oil pump in it because it'll need the extra volume. I'll need to run a T here and a line up to the turbo, so sump has to come off. So yeah, so it's looking undecided yet what I'll do with the cam. Again, it's going in that 57 F600 truck. You know, I'm not going to use it every day. It's running fine. Yes, it'll run, but I've got the engine apart. Yeah, okay. Should I put a cam and lifters in it? Possibly a cam with a bit higher lift, not too much bigger duration. Anyway, we'll see. We'll see how the budget is. Okay, well, let's lift the head off and have a look. Here we go. And we've got flat top pistons. Okay. Looks like Felpro gaskets. And I can't see a number on the piston yet. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Where's my other scraper? Let me get my other scraper. I'll have a bit of a scrape. I haven't looked at the doors yet. Piston number 3 or number 1. According to the intake note. Oh, this should be piston 1. Now this will be a bit of a shock. If these aren't oversized, this is a standard bore block. So straight away, oh, don't rub it too over that, that's unprofessional. Move on to degreaser. Here's the degreaser. Scourer. Something to clean with. That splash brush will do. There's a bit of a squirt. Wipe that up. Oh gosh, there we go. Right. There it is. There's one. Well, look at that standard piston. No, I pronounce it a standard bore. Wow, how much ridge at the top have we got? Let's have a look at that. Let's give it a quick whiz. Splatter the Mustang. All right. There's a bit of lip at the top. It's not bad. I think this is going to be getting a hone. It's just going to be getting a hone and a set of rings, and it's got me more shocked as it's standard. So straight away, the value of this block goes up exponentially. And I find good. Oh, now I've dirtied up my nice new gearbox. Yeah, trying to find a standard block is you know, they're out there, but they are quite expensive too if you find one. So believe it or not, a standard bore, flat top pistons. I'll crank it over. I'll measure the stroke, please. I haven't even checked the heads to see if they're open chamber yet. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, they are. They're open chamber. Well, that's good. Alright, so I've got open chamber. Yeah, valves look good, they're not sunk into the heads. Okay, so they don't look too bad. Open chamber, valves are looking good. The heads are fine. I think, as I said, I think the heads have been fitted late. I'll check the wear on the guides and stuff, but check that everything's sealing up okay, clean them up. But yeah, look, I can see machine marks on here. I've got a bit of gunge in these water jackets, clean all that out. So there we go, open chamber, D4AE, 74 heads. Okay, so a bit later. Alright, so that puts it in XB sort of date. Wrapped with that, standard bore. Little bit of a lip, but it'll take her. For this old truck, it's going to be more than enough. I'll put new rings in it, I think. Run with these pistons. Better if they're a dish top, but they're a flat top. I don't think that's going to kill it. This turbo's not going to blow a lot of boost. We're just trying to look cool and add a little bit of power at the same time. Okay, so, well, let me just wind this over a bit more down to the bottom of the stroke. I don't think we're going to have a 302 with open chamber heads, but you never know. So let's just check that.